All right, everybody, let's get it going on this one. We're going to go over the TowBook map section here. And we're also going to go over the TowBook impound section here if you're towing. Um, as always, I appreciate you joining me today. What we're going to do is go through all the functions that we have here. And then below, you're going to find a little link. If you click on it, I get a free month of TowBook, and you get to use some of the most awesome software that's out there for towing and roadside assistance providers. So let's get started. In the map section, when you click on it, you'll come up with the map, and you can view, the normal kind of bland, plain Jane, or you can choose to do terrain, which don't really think that did much. You can go over here to satellite, and then you'll get into, the one that we're all familiar with. You can turn on and off labels, and then terrain. Yeah, I guess you kind of see the mountains. Okay, that's great. Get that stuff out of our way. When you have an active call that shows up, it'll be on the map, and it'll have a little icon there, looks similar to this, but it'll have the call number. You can choose to hide the call numbers, show the call numbers. Here you have your drivers. Those two, you can show their locations, show truck locations, show driver locations. You can also choose to hide calls if you don't want to see them, or show calls if you do. You can look at current calls, waiting calls, active calls, completed calls. If you do that, well, let's see if we zoom out here, if that does anything for us. Okay, so yeah, when you hover over here, you can see kind of different areas where you've done calls. And you can kind of get a view of them there. If you click on one of them, you can see the status, the reason, all the information on it, or whatever you want. Also, if you do have that feature, that replay feature in your TowBook account, then right here, there'll be a little thing that you can click on, and it'll show replay, and then it'll play the process of what your driver did for that call or day or whatever. And in this case, you can do the hide call numbers, and you see what happens there. And then you can hide calls completely for, whatever reason, if you might want to. That is not, wow, this looks bad. Let's go back here. Yep, sometimes we're late. These are weird. I don't know why that says that. We've never arrived 5 days late. So then you can go quick filters, and you can say, if you just want to see a Giro calls, you can kind of do that too as well to get an idea of where you've done those calls at. If you need to create a new call here, like say for instance that your dispatcher is looking at the map and they got a call, say it was from your Google number or something like that, and they want to add it, they can get on that map, and then they can create a new call, enter all the information just like you would if you were in the dispatching portal there, and create a call. Or you can create it as a quote, or you can create it and add another. And then when you do that, you look here, you'll put in the information, the service requested, the pricing and everything, your notes. And then you can choose a driver. Say, for instance, we're going to do Darren on this. You can save it and dispatch it to him right away there. And he'll get that dispatch immediately. So say you got a call and you're looking at it and you're saying your pickup location is, don't nobody show up at my house, okay? There, then what's going to happen is you'll have that put in there, and you can just save and dispatch it. You got all the other information. Bing, boom, Darren gets a call. What's helpful about this is that if you do it from here, then your dispatcher can sit here and they can look at the map and they can go, okay, I know Darren's over here, and I know that calls in Oak Ridge, or that calls in Kodak or Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, or I know we got Justin over here and I got a call on Rising Fawn or Trenton. Well, I'm going to send Justin on that. So then when they create a call, pops up, they assign that driver right there, and they assign the driver that makes the most sense, that gets to your customer the fastest and gets the job done and makes you money. You can do all that stuff here. You can pop this thing out to full screen if you want. You can kind of look at traffic as well to get an idea of Darren may be over here and Justin may be over here, and there may be a call in the middle here in Sweetwater, but traffic from where Justin's at to here takes him forever to get through, but Darren's got a clear shot. Well, then let's send Darren, he'll get over there quicker. So you can kind of look at it like that from a bird's eye view and get an idea of what's going on. And you'll also see, when it comes to looking at your calls, you'll see the waitings, dispatched, en routes, on scenes, towing, and completed. So you'll know kind of what stage those calls are in as well. So if Darren's over here on a call and it says on scene, he's about done. So he's ready for another one. If you got one that makes sense for him, set him up next. You can always do the chat over here as well. You need to talk to support to get some help or whatever. But like I said, that phone, they usually answer the phone pretty quick or call you back right away. So that's kind of the overview of the map. We're going to look at the impounds. Now, I don't tow, so I'm not going to have any information in here for you to see, but you can see a list of your impounds, current impounds, released, vehicles that are going to auction, or look at all. If you want to create a new impound, you'll say, this is a new call, a completed call, whatever, wherever the source is for this. So say, for instance, you have a new call or an impound, you'll enter it in here. And then where you see here, it says date and time impounded, vehicle notes, reasons for the impound. And you'll see it was abandoned, accident, fire plates, whatever the case was. If you're doing PPI, you're doing, police rotation stuff, you'll have all those different options. So you can kind of just choose one of them there. Invoice number, notes, vehicle damage, reason for the impound, date and time impounded, and then the motor vehicle report, date and time. And if it's a police hold, you check that, get all the information in here for the vehicle. You'll go for your charges here, and then you can choose, whatever the correct is, your tow hook fee, if you had to winch, if it's a private property tow, if it was required dollies, if there's customer overages, admin fees, whatever the case may be, you get all it in there. And then you can choose to have your billing notes on the receipt or not. That's totally up to you. But that's how you create a new impound. And then you can go ahead and create it as a quote, create and add another, whatever you want to do, however you do it. Then once you do that, you'll have current impound. And then you can have it released, an auction, all, and you'll be able to push that through the different stages. Like, say, for instance, let's just create an impound. Not a fast typer. That's going to be required information where you see the little stars. So really, all you have to do is put that in there, and then we'll create an impound. Okay. And we're back to the slowest internet in the world here. Where did my impound go? Let's try this again. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. Now, I apologize, I don't do towing, so I'm not the most familiar with this part of the software, but we're going to go through it and figure it out. It is what it is. Give it a state of good old Tennessee. And then it was a rear-wheel drive. Select the date, we'll do today. We'll select the time, we'll say this morning. We'll do today, we'll say this morning. We'll make it maybe put some more information in here. Choose a reason. Oh yeah, okay, so here we go. To tow, and then drivable, not drivable, have the keys. Let's see, give it a year, make, we'll just use my truck. let's see, wherever it's at. And we'll go there. We're not gonna put any notes in there for now. We'll do dollies at $40, and we'll do private property tow at 300. So we'll do that. Let's see what else we got. Anything here? We'll put an invoice number. We'll put an ETA. We'll give it a phone number. And we'll click an account, and we'll just say, I'm not going to specify account. So maybe that'll work. Let's see. Okay, so that didn't work either. Not a clue why it's not working. Also, what you can do is go in here and select accounts. I might not have impound as an option in my TowBook account. So you can select account, and we're going to go no account specified, all lots, all vehicles, to today, and generate a report. Oh, there they are. Why they're showing up like that, I don't know. But here's your impound report, right? Don't ask me why it did that. I don't know. But we can go ahead and take these and say, all right, I want to go to this one. You can view the impound, you can modify it, you can notes, email, record a payment, photo, impound history. You can send it over to auction, similar to what we had done earlier. So that's kind of how that works in a nutshell. And if you want to get into it and dig more into it, if you do towing, then that's, something that we can absolutely try to figure out later. But I am, in my case, going to go ahead and just get rid of these because I don't want them to be there. Of course, you can't find them unless you go through this process for whatever reason. There we're going to go. You noticed before when I did this up at the top, the one I clicked police impound, it said there's a police hold on this one. So that's kind of how dispatching and the maps and impounds work. You can search over here. If you need to export a report, you can do that there. If you click here, call data, you can choose what you want to show up in the lines in your reports there. It's all kind of, something to fully customizable. What else do you got here? You still have your chat function here. So you can create new impounds, reports. If your TowBook account's set up for towing and impounds, then it's probably going to work a lot smoother than mine does. I'm just only set up for Roadside at this point, but that is the map and impound section of TowBook. So again, if you want to like and subscribe, if there was some value here to you, then appreciate it. By all means, go do so. It's down there in the comments, note section or whatever. Leave a comment, ask questions. I try to answer all the questions myself as quickly as possible. If I end up with a lot of them, then I don't know, who knows? It's a new channel. We'll see what happens, but thanks for watching.